In this training video, we'll show you more of the problem DX section of a note. Now, if you want to see how this section interacts with charge capture, certainly watch our video on charge capture. Well, we have an examination note open currently for a patient. We're in the problem DX section, as you can see. And one really nice feature, you're going to notice we actually already have diagnostic codes that have come in essentially automatically for us. They've forwarded in from a previous assessment from a previous document of the same type. Now, that's one thing we want to show you how to do and how to enable for your system. To do that, we actually need two settings that we need to adjust. The first setting is actually in the administration area. If you need help getting into here for your clinic, feel free to let us know. We're going to go to Tools, then we're going to go to Preferences and General Preferences. And in this General tab at the right-hand side, we're going to see a setting, Include Problems Automatically. So we want to have that checked if that's a feature we want enabled. And then if we go back into our system, there's a user preference we also need to enable. So if we click on our name at the upper right, User Preferences. And then this is going to default open to the general area. We'll want to make sure we're on that. But towards the bottom or middle area on the right, there's a problem DX section. And we'll want to make sure this is turned on if this is, again, a feature we want to make use of, where it carries forward the assessment from a previous document of the same type. So I've already got that enabled. Let's go back into Linda Abbott in her medical exam, and we'll just show you how that problem DX section works. Okay, we're back now in that section. So as mentioned, these have come in from a previous note. There's some options we have at the top here where we can sort if we want to see certain things, if just want to see acute or chronic problem DX codes. We can turn on or off showing only active codes. One really helpful feature is this Sequence DX button at the top right. If we click on that, the diagnostic codes that we have at the bottom, we can resequence and adjust their order by clicking and simply dragging to the sequence that we want. This can help with billing purposes, making sure we have the right sequence of our diagnostic codes. We have some options at the bottom to show only active or not, or to reset if we have so many and it's hard, we've gotten too far off from where we wanted to be, we can always reset it. I'm going to leave it as is for now, but just know that that's an option at the top. So this has brought in codes, again, from a previous note, but we can add in new codes if we desire. We can begin by typing those codes in if we know what we're looking for. We can also use this magnifying glass here, which I'll do in this case. That'll bring up a way to actually search for different codes. Now, what we can do here, we'll want to make sure ICD-10 is selected. And again, we can start typing in part of the code if we know what we're looking for. I'll type in M99 and hit enter to search. You can see here's some codes that have been brought up. And if we find one that we like, we can check the checkbox, and we're going to notice it pop up at the section down below here. So we could fill out the type if we want to, the category, a description, the date and time if that's something we want to complete. Something else that's really nice is you're going to notice there's a checkbox here, Add to Favorite. So if we leave that enabled, we'll show you how that comes into play and can help with future notes you fill out if you frequently use the same code. You're going to see that code come up here, our M99.13, and it shows as new, as you can see. Now, if we were to go back in, maybe in a future note or even this one, if we click on that magnifying glass again, and we flip on this favorite toggle, like I just did here, you're going to see our list of favorites, our favorite DX codes, so it makes it a little easier if we need to select these again in the future. Just wanted to point that out real quick. Now for these codes that were brought in from a previously filled out note, we can have a few options here. If they no longer apply, we can certainly delete them or remove them and indicate that in the note. We also, you might notice here, we have some different checkboxes at the top: stable, better, worse, or resolved. Generally, we recommend always selecting stable or any other DX codes that are not new. That essentially means the same. Now, if something is better, worse, or resolved, we recommend documenting that in other areas of the note. If you were to actually check some of these checkboxes, that can actually resequence and change the order of your diagnostic codes, which could affect some things, including billing. So for that reason and some others, we recommend always just selecting stable. Well, we can hit done and know that that's going to apply into our note. We're going to see that all get documented just like we were looking to. Well, we hope this nicely describes the problem DX area of the note. Thanks for watching.